Good morning, bourbon peoples. Waking up on the deck with a cup of coffee. Not enjoying bourbon this morning because it's 8 a.m. and I know some of y'all may do that, but it's not yet for me. Anyway, I'm doing a quick early video because I'm doing some editing of our old past videos, and I just want to let you guys know what's going on with this one. We've got two different trips we took up to the Wilderness Trail Distillery, and I got different pictures and some videos. It's going to be kind of a mashup, kind of cut in and out. So at the end of it, I'm going to put the pictures at the end so you guys can see the pictures we took, and there'll be maybe one or two short videos thrown into the mix. So it might be a little chopped up this time. We're still new at this editing thing, so I'm going to do the best I can. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you on the deck on another night. Well, I forgot to turn the camera, so we're going to have to do it with my voice and Amy's face. So look at this place. It is amazing. It's huge. Brick houses everywhere. Nice old house here and the visitor center there. Brick house over there. Across the street, a pond out front, and then they're building another brick house over there. And there's another big old one across the street. This place is unreal. We're going to go inside, look at the what they got to offer, and definitely have to come back another time and do a tour. This looks awesome. Hey guys, welcome back to Deck Night on the Rocks. I'm Homer.
I'm Amy. And I'm Lexi.
And tonight we're going to do a Wilderness Trail review. We've got our three different versions of their high rye bourbon. We have their standard 4-year black label, I like to call it, bourbon, and then their 6-year silver label, which is kind of hard to find. We had to get it in Lexington. We've never seen one in Knoxville. I think Amy and Lexi found one in Pensacola, maybe, I don't remember. And then the big important one is our 8-year that we had to drive to Danville, Kentucky to get because they only sold it at the distillery and in the city of Danville. So we made a little trip up, had a little adventure, and there will be a video of that coming out with this. There'll be along, I'm going to put it in this one. So we're going to get into the Wilderness Trail. Before we do that, we're going to show you the bourbons we got since our last video. So starting out, our first one is the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. We found a couple of these at where at?
I think they're coming out. They're releasing them again, so they're everywhere.
But we got these at North Shore, our North Shore Wine and Spirits. So we got 2 of them because it was the first time we saw it, and just like Amy said, we're seeing them everywhere.
As soon as we buy them, we're like, oh, we better get 2.
And they're
everywhere.
And then we finally broke down and got the Willet Pot Still because Lexi just kept telling us to get it. We have had it before.
Likes the bottle.
And I don't like the bottle because it takes up too much space. And we have very limited space.
Which means you should build
some barrels. I should. With
you
all
got
my
the
free
barrels.
time.
Milk wagon.
I forgot what I was going to say. So anyway, we found Smoke Wagon Uncut the Younger, which this one was at Total Wine and Malt, wasn't it?
We found it at Total Wine.
And it was the only one sitting there by next to the small batch and uncut and unfiltered. It was the only one sitting there.
I think it might have been us.
Grabbed it right up. It was only $59.
But it's been locked up everywhere else.
And we saw it at a couple other places, and they had one, and they had it in there saving it for the end of the year, or some others are charging up the butt for it.
So let us know if we did good on that.
We got lucky, I think. And then we decided to try one of the Penelopes. So I don't know why we picked this one. I think it was...
He told me to choose which one.
Yeah.
I picked that one.
And it's the barrel strength. Doesn't surprise me because she likes the higher proofs. But it's the 4-grain Penelope. We've never had a Penelope. It's our first one, and we're not going to have it tonight, but we're going to give it a shot eventually down the road. So that's those 4. Not very much going on for us in the bourbon hunt lately, but that's what we've got. And
I'm ready to drink.
We don't have any room for anything else, so we need to drink more.
Homer, let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna get these filled up. So she's gonna get it. So we've got, like I said, our 4-year Wilderness Trail. And for those of you who've never heard of Wilderness Trail, which surprises me because I love Wilderness Trail, and
well, it's still new.
I thought a lot of people would have heard of it too. But like Amy said,
It's still new. They're one of the newest ones.
It's considered a craft brewery, a craft distillery.
But it's booming now. They've put out a whole bunch more acreage across the road from their distillery just to put out warehouses.
So they started their first started 8 years ago. That's why they have the 8-year bourbon. They only had one 2,000 barrel rick house and one tiny little pot still, and now they have I don't know how many, probably 10 to 25,000 barrel rick houses it looks like, and these guys are ready to get going. They're going to be people who haven't heard of this outside of our area. Y'all need to get you some. Because they're awesome. So anyway, before we get started, we remember, guys, to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that wonderful jazz. Give us some comments down in the lower region, in the basement, whatever. It's down here. And let us know what you think of us and how funny we think we are. And we're not been very funny lately. We're trying. We get too focused on that
He doesn't
camera.
let me drink enough.
There's a reason. So
we're gonna play a game.
What kind?
I don't know. We're not allowed to tell each other which one to like.
No, we're not. We're gonna pick at the end, and we didn't number the cups because we didn't pour them in advance, so we can't say. We're gonna guessing which one's which, but we can just say which one's better.
But we don't want to mix them up.
No.
I think last time we mixed them up. See? We just mixed them up.
I know. I want the ears in order. 460.
Okay.
All right, so
Now they're all weeded.
they're all rye. These are all high rye bourbons. The wheated is the yellow label, which we have inside and which we drank most of. We've actually never opened any rye Wilderness Trails. We've tried it at the distillery, and to be honest with you, I don't like them. But
I like the ryes.
I think I just wasn't. It was early in the morning. I was working all night long. I wasn't really in the right mindset for it. So
I'm always in the right mind.
So we're gonna give them a go tonight because I really like Wilderness Trail. So we're gonna start from fresh, like we've never tried them before. So 4-year. Getting the nose. So like always, I'm smelling it, and I enjoy it. But you watch all these other videos of people doing these, and they're talking about the spices and it's caramel and apple and vanilla and
it's got a kick in the
baking
middle.
and
what is that called when it's not? It's on the roof. You got the tongue, you got the back, and
there's front and back.
And then the middle.
I think it's like just the mouth feel. Like you gotta let it fill your whole mouth.
No, it goes up on the roof.
I don't know. Someone tell us what that means when it's on the roof. Give us a comment because I have no idea.
There's a front, a back, and a middle, right?
Oh, those are front and back. I'm getting more.
I knew that was going to happen.
More for back. But
you can always tell when they're higher proof and they're rye for him because he does that.
Well, what is it proof actually? This one is bottled in bond, so it's only 100 proof. This is their bottled in bond version. So it meets all the bottled in bond laws.
Which is
a lot.
I got that done.
Bottled in bond has to be in a bonded warehouse that is observed by the federal government. It's got to be 100 proof. It can't. A bunch of shit. I get that. And the rules for straight bourbon or regular bourbon, and then straight Kentucky bourbon, and then just run up regular bourbon, and then bottled in bond, and then just the bourbon rules are different. The straight bourbon is different than regular bourbon. There's rules for all of them, and I am stop trying to figure it out. I get them all confused, and every time I answer a question someone asks, I say the wrong damn thing, and I look like an idiot. So I'm just not gonna look like an idiot anymore, and just be an idiot.
I already did my second. Okay.
I like it. I can't say anything, guys, because this is like our 10th video. I'm drinking bourbon forever. Shit, I don't know.
You can't tell the differences?
No,
between some?
they're actually, these aren't different. The only thing different with these three bourbons are the years. Right? So this is the silver's a 6-year bottle and bond, and the black label with the gold filigree-ish writing on it is bottle and bond 8 years. So they're all the same. They're just different years. So,
all right. Well, then.
What would make us be better bourbon nights is that we could actually say what this is about. What's in it?
The notes.
Taste, yeah, those things. So we got flavor notes and we got nose notes. Do you have either? Do you have anything for either one of them? What do you think? Lexi, you can give us nose.
It's fruity. I don't know if I've ever been able to pick up on the wilderness ones. Vanilla.
Oh, I was looking for my phone. We're video phone because we're still phone people. So when it gets all shaky and stuff, it's because we're on a 6-foot selfie stick on a wooden deck with a phone.
It's like spicy. Spicy.
It is the rise.
Okay, I'm ready to move on.
Let's move on. Move on so we don't have a 2-hour video. 10 minutes already.
Look, notice this one's darker.
It will be because it's aged 2 years old. So,
see, this one's more
should have a little more body to it.
Yeah.
A little more
Richer.
oak. Yeah. You know, from my lack of experiences, the longer they're aged, the more of the natural oak and, like, I want to say peaty, but that would be a Scotch. So it's more the natural taste and not the shit. They're all natural. So,
you can breathe out the fire on that one.
fire. I love it when she says fire.
Right.
If you'd ever watched these videos, you would know. Just like every time I say shit. Right, Lexi?
You do with the shit.
I have the shit emoji on my face. It's like 3 shits, not 4.
We should have a drinking game when you say shit.
I don't say shit that much. But there's a bunch of shits. Well, that's like 8 shits. Right? That's way creamier, like a good mouthfeel, and definitely got a lot more punch to it.
It does have punch.
I like it better though. I can definitely tell the difference, even though they're the same mash bill. I can tell the difference between the years. So it makes me wonder how good number 8's going to be.
Now, I've had number 8.
Nope, I have not. We had this.
Oh, that's right. When we went to the distillery and we did the tastings, I didn't like the other ones. I liked
We
this
had
one.
the 4-year rye, high rye. We had the Weeder, which I think is a 4-year also.
Which you liked. I like the rye.
To be honest, I didn't like any of them that day. And then they had the rye, and then they had the whiskey.
I did not like the whiskey.
No, the rye and the whiskey were not good. So, love Wilderness Trail, love everything about them, love all they got going on. They can get mad at me for saying this, but the rye and the whiskey was bad.
This is a rye.
It's a high rye bourbon. The green label, like when the label's green, it's a rye. That means it doesn't have the corn requirement for bourbon. It's an actual rye. Just like Scotch is Scotch, bourbon's bourbon, rye's rye. I think it was a rye. Not good. I won't be buying that one. That one smells good. We drove 3 hours, 150 something miles, right when I got off work to go buy this one. We bought 6 of them, sold 4, not to just sell them, but I asked people in a local bourbon society if anybody wanted me to pick one up, and we got 4 people. So I feel like we did a good deed. We didn't charge secondary prices.
Yeah, he only charged $10 more.
Yeah. And then we bought 2 for us, 1 to drink and 1 to hold on to see if this turns into something down the road. First release of their 8-year could be, if they turn into a big deal, it might be worth something.
Which I think they're.
Seemed like it. We should have bought 24 bottles. We could have bought 24 bottles. They're only $86 a piece.
I think, tell me if I'm wrong, but this completely does it.
So much better than this. It's smoother. It's creamier. You can definitely taste the age in it because it's way more oaky. And, all the other stuff, the vanillas, the caramels, the bacon spice, the apples, and the fruits and shit, I don't get that. Man, bourbon is bourbon. It tastes good. I could tell you if I'm drinking a rye whiskey or a bourbon. I can't tell you the caramels and all the flavors in it. I just can't. But this one is super smooth front, back. It's got a little spice, a little punch on the back end. But I like it. 8 is the way to go.
Yeah.
I was so excited about the 6. We haven't even tried it. We got 2 bottles of 6. But one we got at Justin's House of Bourbon in Lexington, and then we got one from the distillery. And then we never tried it because
we have another one of these.
We have 2 of these.
Why we buy another?
Because we bought one at Justin's House of Bourbon, and I bought one at the distillery because I wanted another 6-year. It was a lot cheaper at the distillery than it was at Justin's House of Bourbon. They had some good prices at Justin's House, but this one was like $20-something cheaper at the distillery.
Ladies, are all your husbands buying 2 to 3 bottles of the same thing?
Probably.
I think at least drink the first bottle.
Well, I'm too busy ready to talk. Swallowed that too fast. Ain't a chugger. But
Speak for itself.
I'm not supposed to chug bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty. What was I saying? Oh, I don't buy we were at Total Wine & More, which is I don't think a great place to buy bourbon, but you have to get what you can.
I don't know. This last time was a good trip.
Well, I think this whole week was. I think people were letting shit out because there's what I was going to say was there was Russell Reserve single barrel at Total Wine & More, and I didn't buy it. She said, you don't need that because we have a bottle. But now that I'm thinking about it, since we got the first bottle of Russell Reserve single barrel, I have not seen it again.
Oh, we have.
No, we have not. Not the single barrel, not the red label. So, might need to go back and get it. One. Because we're only done half of one. We only got half of one left.
Well, don't drink anymore.
What's the point of having it if you can't drink it?
You have 100 of these things.
Yeah, but they're all different.
I know.
Anyway, I didn't buy it. I don't have a bunch of barrels out there.
Go back to this.
The 6?
Mm-hmm. I can taste more of that sweeter vanilla and vanillas, I think. Mm-hmm. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can taste more of the flavors?
Mm-hmm.
So funny what your palate does.
It's kind of buttery.
Uh-huh.
Maybe caramel.
So I'm going to go back to this one.
Butterscotch or something.
Do the same.
Could be making all this shit up, guys. I'm just trying to find something that would be qualifying that. You got something to say?
Well, if you go back down, this does nothing to me now. There's nothing. It was a burn at first. Now it just goes down like water. Not to him. I smell apples.
Well, you're right.
Apples.
Starting from 4 and going up to 8. You had a progression. You had a progression that you can enjoy. But coming back down, it's like that's not good.
Oh, so, I think it's still good.
Well, I mean,
but now it's different flavors.
This one tastes like formaldehyde.
Oak.
Like a chemical.
No, it doesn't.
No, it didn't. But now it does because I think this one and that one are so much smoother.
Oh, I'm reversed. Now it tastes like water. Oh.
You can handle the truth better than I can. You like that fruity flavor. I don't. I'm more of a, and I know you guys can all comment on the bottom about how big of a JJ I am. I like the 80s and 90 proofs better than the 100 and 120s, and there's a lot of people that will say, if it's not 100 proof, you shouldn't drink it. Well, that's your opinion. My opinion is I'll drink 127 proof Booker and be okay, but I can also drink an 80 proof Ancient Age and be like, that's good shit.
Ancient Age is not good.
Hey, it is what it is. I like it.
Everybody's palate's
Yeah, we'll put some ice on this shit. Comment.
Yeah.
Lexi, get us some ice. Everybody, look what I got here. Probably can't see it. I'll see if I can get up in here. She's not here to get up in here. Oh, you still can't see it. It's a Wilderness Trail cup that we got from the distillery. I like it.
They didn't give us this.
No, we bought that one the first time.
Ew,
Didn't
you have it in your hand.
Both sit in ours of the days.
I'll switch it in that.
Not in our hands.
Doesn't matter.
I'll let you go.
I'm taking 2. We're gonna 8. No, we're gonna share it anyway.
So your favorite is 8.
Yes.
My favorite's 8. Whoop. I think it definitely goes through here.
Yeah.
I guess
the age definitely
age
stands
does
out.
the problem, is it?
But that's not always the case because, you know, like, let's just do Buffalo Trace. I don't think it's any better or worse than Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare is 10 years. Buffalo Trace is 6 to 8 years.
But I don't like anyone.
She doesn't like Buffalo Trace.
It's not. I just don't like the taste.
Yeah, she's not anti-Buffalo Trace because,
No, I'm
like,
not.
most people who say, "Oh, it's horrible, the Buffalo Trace is dead." I can't
Hey,
stand
to
those
me,
people.
I'm all about.
The taste and enjoying it.
No Buffalo Trace. I'm all about
Their marketing.
their marketing.
Yeah.
They are. It's like Apple.
They got
do
it
it.
together.
They got it together. It makes us buy it. Makes us hunt.
I love the
I
story.
love it. And
But-
go to the, yeah, we already said this in one of our videos that go and, even if you don't like them, go over there and just do the trail, do the distillery, the tour. It changes your mind. They're pretty cool. And now they have a eatery.
You said that.
Yeah, because
Is it open yet?
Homer and I were like, you know what? Why would none of these people capitalize on all of
The only
this?
one that I know that does it's Makers.
Have
Restaurant. There's
Restaurant?
a couple other that have restaurants, but not.
none of these distilleries that are big time like Buffalo Trace, you would think they'd have a bourbon menu,
Shit, I'd have a whole damn.
because they were telling us when on the tour, take that bourbon cream, do this, put it in your pancakes, anything that
They
has
should have
milk.
a restaurant.
I'm like, why would you not have a
Restaurant
bakery
that does
going
that.
on?
I think they should have a whole experience, a hotel and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't.
Call us,
Run the
Buffalo
place.
Trace. We'll help you out.
Yeah. Or Wilderness Trail. Y'all seem to got your shit together, and you've got plenty of location, and you're the closest thing between the southeast of the country and Lexington. So that's one reason why I was like, let's just go. It's only 3 hours away. So, you know,
But Wilderness Trail, I did not like the tour.
no, it was kind of a lame tour. But I will tell you this: I have a great wife. Because I came home from work at 6 o'clock in the morning and said, let's go. And she's like, all right. So most wives have been like, not doing that. She did it.
It's because there's booze.
You got something to say?
No, I did it too.
Well, come out here and tell them about it.
I went to the Wilderness Trail tour with them. That's all I have to say.
You're exciting, ain't it, Lexi?
I know.
Now that it fell over and made a big thing, I gotta show it now. Because
My husband bought these and surprised me. Did you surprise me or did you just do it?
oh, I should probably. I didn't tell you about it.
No. I thought it was just the neatest thing in the world.
It's cool. I didn't get to. You see, they got beers in their hand. That was not
Yeah,
something I got to choose.
Yeah, so I was like, why did you put beer on? I don't drink beer, I'll tell you that. He drinks beer when on a game day and things like that, and he's like, that's all I can do. It's just a Facebook thing.
Random, and I was on Ambien, so I forgot I did it.
Did you really?
I mean, I remembered when it came in, but when I first did it, I forgot about that. But anyway,
Yeah, so anybody want him to purchase, wait until about 9 o'clock.
yeah, hit me up on the whatever's, however you hit somebody up. And
He'll
just say,
purchase.
hey, you want to buy this? I'm like, what is it? Oh, it's a can opener that doesn't work and it's rusty, and I found it at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, how much you want? $100? Sold.
He bought a America's one. Yeah, you did.
Sold it too.
Did sell it.
Yep. So anyway, guys, it's Wilderness Trail. I tell you, let's just go ahead and get you guys focused in on this. I don't think this stuff is too much widespread outside of the Southeast.
No.
I don't know anybody that's. I mean, I actually have a friend up in the Midwest, and
He
we're
don't
kind
even
of
know
working
anything
back
about
and forth about it. I told him I was going up there to get the 8-year, and he's like, "What's a Wilderness Trail?" And I'm like, "Well." So I don't think it's still a craft distillery. It's still considered small, but
Is it my favorite?
oh no,
Or-
it's in my top though. It's not in your top, but it's in my top.
Yeah.
And
It's definitely something to try.
yeah, and I think you should all try it. You should,
I think they're going to become big.
if you see it, get it, because like the 6-year and the silver label, it's not on every shelf. It's not. The 8 you cannot get unless you go to Danville. The black is about the most readily available, and then the yellow is the wheat, and it's not as available. Matter of fact, I've heard some people say that the yellow is becoming allocated. So I don't know. I don't.
Well, that's because they're new still, and they still have to
Yeah, the age
age them. So once that one came out, you gotta wait.
Weeder yellow label.
And you like that one.
I do. But you know what? To be honest with you, I think I like it just because I didn't know better when I first tried it. Because I bought the Wilderness Trail probably 2 years ago, and just had it in the house and was drinking it back when I used to mix it with Sprite. And
Really?
yes, and we had a whole bottle of it, and I drank it. I just didn't know what I was drinking because I didn't want to drink the same stuff that I always had. I want to try something new, and this was the very first, never heard of, tried something new bourbon I ever had, and maybe it's just kind of a nostalgic thing. And plus, I always thought I liked wheat because wheat was supposed to be sweeter and easier to drink. But
I like my rye.
you know, and it's also because before I got into doing the bourbons like this, if I had a drink at a bar, it was always the high end stuff was Maker's Mark, and it's a weeder. It's always a weeder. Always has been. And now that we're getting into this and tasting a lot more, I don't think I'm a weeder. I try to say I
Well,
am.
there
I'm
are a couple wheats that I do like. Name
I
one?
can't think of one. The wheats are Weller. All the Wellers are weeded.
I think I like Weller. I like Michter's.
Michter's is not weeded. All the Makers are weeded.
I don't like Michter's.
We have a few wheats in there that you've had, but off the top of my head, I can't think of them. I'd have to go look, and I'm not going in there.
What's Rare Breed?
Rare Breed is definitely a high rye.
Yeah. What's Blanton's?
It's what Buffalo Trace calls their high rye, but it's somewhere between 12 and 15% rye, which is not high compared
Oh,
to
so they
Rare
don't really
Breed.
have.
They have ryes. They
What
have,
are their rye?
well, we've had Sazerac rye, which is a rye.
Which I
It's
do
not a bourbon; it's a rye.
Yeah, I don't like
But they
that.
don't have a high rye with bourbon. But
So
and I
they're
could be
all
wrong
on-
about this. I could be wrong. No, they don't have a high rye. They have all their bourbons are ryes. They are rye. The second grain is rye, except for the Wellers and the Pappies. All those are weeders, except for the ones that are stated as ryes. There is no Weller
What's
rye.
the Elmer's?
I don't know. I don't
Like,
know what Elmer
You do
2
like that.
So Elmer's a rye because it's one of mash bill 1 or 2, and I don't remember which one it is.
Oh, I like that.
But it is a rye. But none of Buffalo Trace's stuff is a high rye. Like Blue
That's
Run,
why I don't like
Blue
all.
Run High Rye, it's 30% rye, and
Blue
Rare
Run
Breed.
is them
No, I'm just saying it's a high rye.
because I like some.
Because what Buffalo Trace considers a high rye is those blends, and it's not high at all.
All right, so they don't have a high rye.
No, they don't. They have a rye or a low rye, high rye. It's real weird.
I'm
So
trying
anyway,
to think of a weeded that I
we're
like.
not talking about Buffalo Trace.
No,
We're talking about Wilderness Trail. So, anyway, guys, try Wilderness Trail. Any one of these 4 would be a good purchase. You're never going to get this unless you go to Danville. And if you want me to do it, just send us a message, and I'll drive to Danville and get you one for the price.
If there's a couple of people who want it.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't know if there'll even be any available because
It was almost
I
gone.
still got to edit this video, and it takes me a while to do that. So it'd probably be gone by the time we get this video edited. Sorry.
But anytime he gets to go to Kentucky, he's done.
Next time we go to Kentucky, we're going to Louisville. because I want to hit Whiskey Row and get the Old Forester because
I don't like Maker's Mark, but I want to go to the.
I got it because Maker's Marks they look
You
like,
get to dip your own stuff.
and they have a restaurant. And it's probably I've heard it's such an awesome experience. But
Well, I think the restaurant's open up the trees now,
I don't know
where they were doing it. I don't know.
But
But
anyway,
anytime you guys want to hit up a distillery and you're about to go, we could be going. So give us a comment.
yeah.
We'll meet up with you. All right. Cheers to that. Look at you already down.
Wilderness
Good job,
Trail
babe.
because I put ice on it.
Oh,
Did you have any? Here, finish off at 8 here, so I try the 6.
there is none left. It's not like you to finish before
That
me.
is super smooth. I can taste those.
Well, this is 8.
Oh, yeah.
This is 6.
That is. I tell you guys, I like ice. You saw me over here doing the straight, the neat, and I was like, get up the. People say you can't taste it. They're good for everybody that drinks them neat or on ice, whatever, however you want to do it. I like it on ice. It makes it so much smoother, and plus the ice lets out other flavors.
See, I disagree with you.
I
Ice makes me be able to drink it faster. That's not good for me. But I think it takes away the flavors.
I think it changes.
It does change.
And I
them.
agree with you if it melts too much.
Yeah.
I like it when it's just when you just put it in there, give it like 30 seconds, and then drink it. If it sits there too long, which obviously I don't let it, then it's way too much melted ice. That's one reason why I like the block because it doesn't melt as fast.
But you don't want to try the cold.
The stones,
Yeah.
we should.
We should try
We
that
should
and see
try
if we
this.
like it.
Yeah.
Or is it the water that gives that little different
Well,
taste?
then we could just get the stones and then just add water. to it.
Yeah. Because I don't like my rose melts way too fast. And then I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, we got a little more to drink here.
All right. Cheers to that.
Cheers to Wilderness Trail. Think we're
Cheers
done
to you
here,
guys.
guys. So, Weeder, not part of this.
We're not done.
Back up.
Backing up.
Don't jump till told to jump.
Oh my.
Black Label, 4 years. Silver Label, 6 years. Black Label with some pretty gold stuff in there, 8 years. Wilderness Trail, good stuff, 100%, 50%, 100 proof, bottle and bond. You guys should give Wilderness Trail a try. You will enjoy
What is it called?
Wilderness. I fucked that up. I know.
Yeah.
Wilderness Trail, and I said fuck. Shit. All right. With
This is our channel.
with that,
Is it a channel?
I don't know if we're allowed to use the F word on YouTube.
We're gonna
We'll
try.
find out. Oh, the 10-year-old tells me you're fine with saying that because apparently she watches it all the time. You're too close. All right, do your thing.
Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, comment. Everything you have to do.
Yeah, all that stuff. Anyway,
Wonderful preteens.
Wilderness Trail. Try it.